When I was 3 years old, I often had the same dream. At the moment of falling asleep, I fell into an endless black void. I was plasma. It is similar to the effect when hot asphalt reflects heat, and it seems as if the air melts, as if it has density. So, when I was such plasma, I felt that I began to expand and condense, and each time I became wider and wider. It was very frightening. I woke up, cried, and ran to my mother. I perceived it as a bad dream, because I did not understand what was happening. Now everything is obvious to me. When a person falls asleep, consciousness disconnects from the material world and returns to itself, to its true nature, to the world of energies. There are no physical eyes there, but I see everything, and I am aware of myself just as in the physical world. There is simply no body there, but I am a clot of energies. Want to feel who you really are? Close your eyes right now. The physical world has disappeared. Emptiness remains. That you are there. You are aware of yourself, because at this moment you are pure consciousness. Of course, in the black emptiness, consciousness gets bored, and it begins to imagine something until it falls asleep into the next game of consciousness. This is still more interesting than just hanging out in the black emptiness. So, when I was plasma, I felt like I had some boundaries. That is why I felt my expansion. And that means that plasma is separated from the general field of consciousness and lives its own path of development. In other words, I, as plasma, create my material world in my imagination and play in personalities living their experience. Material life is a plasma dream. In a dream, everything is real. In a dream we live some life, some events. We experience real emotions, although the body does not move, and the eyes are closed. We live this dream with consciousness. If the plasma is separated from the general field of consciousness, then we can call it the subconscious. Each subconscious, living many lives and playing many personalities, carries all its baggage of knowledge and experience of lived lives into the quantum field. It looks like a collection of films and TV series. Each life is a separate series, and the quantum field is like a film library. In other words, the quantum field is living knowledge, knowledge in motion, in the form of memories, in the form of images of living lives. And everything exists in the present moment. In this information space, you can find any knowledge. And it does not matter on which planet the soul lived, or whether the civilization was completely destroyed. All knowledge is stored in consciousness, in shared knowledge, in the quantum field. Any alien technology can be found there. To obtain certain knowledge, you need to ask yourself this question. Think about it. Look for answers, that is, tune into the right wave. After all, thoughts are waves of certain vibrations. There is a good example of how a mother tunes into her child. If children on the playground shout, "Mom," she will react only to her child, because she is tuned to this voice, to this sound. She is always on this wave. Therefore, when we look for answers to questions of interest, we synchronize with the wave that carries the necessary knowledge. And like radio receivers, we catch an image that reveals the full picture of the necessary knowledge. When an image comes, I call it an epiphany, because this picture brings with it a complete and clear understanding of how it is structured, how it works, where it came from. This is indisputable knowledge that explains itself. And by developing this image, you can write a whole dissertation. Moreover, to explain new concepts, the necessary words come that are not in your personal lexicon, and you have to clarify their meaning in Wikipedia to understand that you cannot find better words.